Have you ever felt a surge of energy that felt too vast to ignore? Like something ancient and powerful has just stirred within you, something that whispers of destiny and divine assignment. If so, welcome home, because you were chosen to see this, you were chosen to hear this, and you were chosen for what's coming next. There's a shift taking place in the spiritual realm, something so deep it's rewriting the fabric of your soul. It's called the light code of Metatron, and it's awakening you in ways that words can scarcely capture. Now, unless you've felt its echo in your spirit, this might sound mystical, but for those who've experienced the unexplainable chills, the heavenly downloads, the sudden clarity, that was Metatron's code igniting within you. It's been activating your gifts, deepening your intuition, and aligning you with a bigger spiritual purpose you haven't fully glimpsed yet. This energy isn't new, but its activation in you, that's exact divine timing. It doesn't matter if you've never heard of Metatron before. The code doesn't need your awareness to work. It just needs your surrender. Maybe you've started noticing things, dreams that are clearer, numbers that repeat with meaning, a sudden craving for solitude, a deeper hunger for truth. Those aren't coincidences. They're part of the light code unlocking your remembrance. You were born with an imprint, a divine signature encoded in your soul. It's why you never quite felt like you belonged in the hustle of ordinary life. That imprint is the blueprint for something extraordinary. The message you're hearing right now is part of the firewall being lifted. But understand this, as a carrier of this light code, you've been walking through spiritual initiation. It's what made you soft, what expanded your heart, what pushed you into deeper surrender. Every season of suffering, every moment of brokenness, it was spiritual fermentation, preparing you for supernatural fruitfulness. Because activating a higher spiritual code isn't just about power, it's about alignment. Every step of discipline, every moment of obedience, every time you chose love when hate tasted easier, you were aligning with higher spiritual frequency. And now the download begins in earnest. You're being stirred to stand in a bigger calling, one that requires courage, clarity, and unwavering faith. The light code of Metatron is activating your access to celestial guidance. Synchronicities will accelerate. Visions will come. Your intuitive language with God will become more natural, more vivid. And here's what you need to understand. The enemy doesn't stand by quietly when divine activation begins. If dark forces attack quietly before, expect the resistance to intensify. It's because he knows the assignment on your life is too heavy. His attacks may come emotionally, relationally, physically, but they're designed to distract you from the downloads. But here's the promise. The light code also arms you. It gives you discernment like never before. It equips your soul with spiritual armor. It arms you with breakthroughs before you even understand the breakthrough. Now, let's tap into something even deeper. This light code is not a magic trick. It's spiritual alignment. It doesn't mean life becomes easy. It means your capacity to flow through difficulty carries weapons of light. Your spoken word becomes curated with divine authority. Your prayers shift atmospheres. Your peace becomes a pillar in the storm. More than that, this activation awakens metaphysical memory. You begin to remember who you were before this life. You remember promises made in spiritual realms. You remember vows taken in prior lifetimes, celestial councils, or before the foundation of the world. That's the realm Metatron is unlocking. And yes, you're going to feel it physically. a burning in your spine, a pressure around your head, a quiet roar in your chest. It's energy surging through your energetic center, awakening dormant spiritual gifts, prophecy, healing, discerning spirits, dreams, intercession. You'll notice these gifts rising inside you, not as you work harder, but as you align deeper. But with every gift comes responsibility. With every activation comes initiation. You won't just receive the gifts, you'll be called to steward them. That means walking in humility, truth, and bold faith. It means living differently, purity of speech, integrity of heart, and resilience in trials. You'll be called to align with soul family, those who resonate with your energy signature even before words connect. And you'll also be sent on purpose into forgotten places, into sacred spaces, into destiny. Here's a message for your spirit right now. It's okay to feel overwhelmed. It's okay to question. It's okay to not fully understand it all, because Metatron's light code activates in layers, through alignment, rooted in grace. The overflow doesn't always come immediately, but you will see the evidence. You've made it this far because your spirit is finally ready to hear what your soul has always known. The moment you pressed play on this message, the spiritual realm responded. This wasn't a coincidence. This was alignment. The light code of Metatron doesn't awaken in just anyone. It's a divine appointment. You had to go through all that pain, isolation, and confusion because your capacity had to be stretched before your activation could be sustained. And now, something sacred is opening in you. The veil is thinning. You're sensing the truth in your body before your mind even catches up. That quiet ache you've carried, that longing for more, that silent prayer no one knew about but God. It's all part of the unfolding, because chosen ones, real chosen ones, don't just carry light, they become it. Your light has scared people who never saw your shadow. They saw the glow, but never the fire you walked through. They wanted your peace, but not your process. And it's okay. They weren't supposed to understand. They weren't assigned to this part of your journey, because this is sacred ground. Metatron's light is like a divine encryption. It bypasses intellect and goes straight to soul. You're receiving healing now in places you forgot were broken. You're being downloaded with blueprints that haven't even made it to your conscious mind yet. You're being spiritually equipped for assignments that would have crushed you a year ago, but not now, not after what you've survived. Your very existence is a threat to spiritual stagnation. That's why you've been through so much spiritual warfare. That's why every time you tried to settle, it fell apart. You weren't meant to settle. You were meant to rise. The old you, the one who questioned their worth, who apologized for their presence, who stayed silent to make others comfortable, they're gone. You're stepping into full remembrance now, divine memory, the sacred truth of who you've always been. You're a guardian of light in a world that's forgotten how to see it. And because of that, you will walk differently. You will speak differently. You will choose differently. Your intuition will no longer whisper, it will roar. Your discernment will become sharper, and your path, it's about to be lit in ways that leave no doubt. That ache you've felt, that spiritual homesickness, it's because you've finally begun returning to the soul version of you that was promised, formed, and sealed in light. So what happens next? First, you rest in this truth. Don't rush the activation. Let it bloom. Second, protect your peace like it's holy, because it is. Energy vampires, chaos-driven people, spiritual distractions, you will now repel them effortlessly. That's not rudeness, that's resonance. Third, step fully into purpose, not with fear, but with faith, because your calling is not coming, it's here. It's not waiting for permission, it's waiting for you. And finally, shine, radiate, live so fully in the truth of this activation that anyone who encounters you is reminded of their own light, because chosen ones don't need to prove anything. We just need to remember. If this message moved you, say it in the comments. I remember who I am. Let others feel the courage rise from your words. Let this space become a soul portal, a spiritual meeting place for those awakening under the same code. Like this video to lock in the frequency. Subscribe if your spirit wants more, and share this if you know another soul who was meant to awaken too. You were chosen to see this. You're being remembered by heaven, and nothing will ever be the same again. You are light. You are legacy. You are awakened. Now go live like it.